After almost having my Leica camera stolen in Lisbon, it was time to buy a new camera bag. If you're like me, the first thing you do once you've bought a Leica camera is to buy a Billingham bag for your Leica camera. The bag I've got for a Leica M camera is the Billingham Hadley Digital. And as you can see, it's had a huge amount of use. It's got quite a lot of wear on it, but it served me very well. I've enjoyed this bag. It's been very practical. It's done everything I needed. I've carried as many as 4 Leica cameras in this bag, believe it or not. But after my recent trip, and I almost had my Leica cameras stolen because this is such an obvious please steal me bag, I decided I needed a stealth bag. So it's time for me to get rid of my lovely Billingham bag, or maybe keep it for special occasions and switch out for something much more stealthy. Hello, welcome, Matt here from MrLeica.com. Please let me introduce you to my stealthy replacement. This, roughly the same size as a Billingham Hadley Digital. This is called a Wotancraft pilot bag, and it's the 3.5 litre bag. Put them on the side, they are very similar. If this was packed out, it'd be roughly the same size. As you can see, I went for all black for the idea that yes, it might not look as sexy as maybe a khaki bag. This does come in khaki as well. I may have to get that at a later date because it looks very nice. But the idea of the black one is to use it for street photography and to just blend in with the crowd and hopefully not look too much like a camera bag. So what can I tell you about this bag? If I move the Billingham to one side. Now the problem with Leica cameras is they come in different shapes and sizes, so one bag won't suit all cameras. So Leica M cameras is probably like your middle ground. You've then got little Barnack cameras which are smaller. And if you're lucky enough to have a little Leica CO digital camera, these have obviously now been discontinued, roughly the same size as a Barnack. And then for everybody that likes the bigger cameras, you've got the SL, which is on the other end of the spectrum. So one bag won't suit all cameras, unless you want to say carry 3 of those instead of one of these. For example, I'll put a big lens on, but as you know, if you watch this channel, I normally use small lenses on the Leica SL. So in this bag, I have bags to suit all cameras. Let's have a look. The way this bag opens, very simple. Just slide it and it clips back into place when you're finished. Inside this bag I have some goodies. I actually have 3 bags to show you to suit all situations and some accessories. I've even got a strap. So Wotancraft, the reason I found them is because I use their camera straps. This is Wotancraft, and so is this one. They have the logo, and then also they can stamp your initials. I'll try and show you like that, which is kind of a nice feature. So this is my usual strap for the camera that I'm using, and all these are made by the same company. So first of all, I was really excited. I was trying to work out the dimensions, and I'm like, I think this accessory pouch, as they call it, would fit an M camera and definitely like a 3 camera. So I asked them to send me one, and with a small lens on your M camera, an M camera will fit in here. And then I've had this across my body for, say, cycling, and this is the khaki version. So all of these come in khaki or black. I bought these originally, or got these originally in black because, as I say, I wanted a stealth version. But once this came, I'm like, oh, this looks so nice. So I might have to get maybe one of these in khaki as well. They've got a really nice clip-on, clip-off strap. And as I say, this is actually an accessory pouch, not a camera bag. So if you're looking on the website, I'll put a link below. Look in the accessory pouch section for this particular one. If you only use, say, one Barnack or one like a M camera. If this strap is not attached with the clips, you can attach it to either the side of the pilot bag, the small pilot bag, which is 2 litres, or the bigger pilot bag, this particular one which I've got, which is 3.5 litres. And it's got clips like this, which I've taken off, and then this allows these accessory pouches to clip onto the side of the bags. And this is really useful. So when I was in Italy last week, I had all my accessories in this one. So you can either fit a mobile phone, like a normal size smartphone, big smartphone, or in my case an LED panel. And then I had all my batteries in there as well. And then I had this attached to the side. And then all my accessories are all in one place. Another thing you can do is, if you have a few of these, you can use them for stacking lenses. So sometimes I have one lens facing down. See the recent video, this is the lens I was using in Italy, the Cook Speed Pancro. And another lens I was using in Italy, the brand new Voigtlander 75mm. See the last video. So now you've got two lenses which fit inside the pouch. Maybe use one slightly smaller lens. And then this goes in as an insert into the bag itself next to your camera, or say on the outside. I'll probably use it on the outside if I was using, say, batteries and things like that. And if it's got lenses in, I'd probably have it on the inside. So what about if you're trying to decide between a 2 litre and a 3.5 litre? So when I was in, let's say, Italy, I was using all three at the same time. I had a film camera in here, literally, as you can see. I was having my big camera, and my main camera, which is the Leica SL, in the bigger bag. I don't know if you can see there's plenty of space for a pouch with more lenses, or a second body, say an M body, something like that. So if you're an SL user, or even a film camera like an R camera user, I would go for the 3.5 litre. It's a bit of a tight fit with a big lens on the 2 litre, so probably not the best setup. And then I would use the smaller bag for if you want to, say, carry 2 M bodies. So inside the bags, if I can show you, there's like an adapter which you can bend to fit in any shape or angle you want. And then inside here, say there's easily space with 2 M bodies, or say 1 M body, one like a 3 body, and 2 small lenses like that. So lots of room. On the front you've got elastic pouch, so I use that for, say, my memory cards, or maybe also batteries if I'm keeping it as a really small setup and not using the additional pouch. And then it's got a zip on the back if you want to carry, say, your, I don't know, for anybody that still takes business cards, or maybe cash if you've got some notes or whatever. So that all works really well. If you're a one camera, one lens kind of guy, you could have your M camera with one lens. And then when I was teaching in London for a day recently, a couple of weeks ago with Natalie, this was my setup. So I had the M240 in here, 2 lenses, and then like a flask of water. And that was my day bag. And it was so nice. I'm so used to carrying like a massive 10 litre rucksack. It was so nice to carry everything in this. It was like a breath of fresh air. I think if it's a long day and you might have to carry, say, a small waterproof, the 3.5 litres is probably better. And maybe get a couple of accessory packs to go on pouches to go on either side. But if you love super small and you only use, say, small Bionic type cameras, the 2 litre is definitely enough. And if you, say, a keen cyclist like me, I've cycled with this one and with this one, and I just absolutely love the size of this and the look of this. I think it's awesome. As I say, it normally has the 2 clips, but I've taken those off. Now they do actually do a few other accessories. So when you buy your bag, you'll get a nice kind of bag like this from Wotancraft, and they sent me a few more accessories just so I can show you guys. So these are all ones you can buy extra, and as I say, they clip on to the sides or fronts of the bags. So this can clip on like this, and then that makes it a slightly bigger day bag. If you want like a cool man bag, you can buy this as one set. As I say, I'll put a link below if you want to check them out. And then you can keep like coins or cards in there, camera in there, and you can both look cool and have your camera with you all day. Say if you're out travelling with family and you just want a really small setup. So this is probably my favourite setup. This is called a coin pouch, but I've not really used it. But for me, it's more of a filter pouch. It's pretty much the perfect size for, say, a 77mm filter. I know that's too big for most of you Leica users, but if you use an SL with a bigger lens, 67 or 77, perfect lens filter case. Slapping on the front or the side, job done. And these are the clips which I've taken off this one. This is another accessory. I think this is supposed to go inside, but I've not really used this one. So those are the accessories. Now, I know some of you are Hasselblad users, so will a Hasselblad fit into these small camera bags? That is the question. Here I just grabbed my Hasselblad 500 cm with the 80mm smallest lens. That's the smallest lens you can get for a Hasselblad. Without the hood on, it's particularly small. And the waist level finder obviously makes it smaller. Will it fit? That is the question. Absolutely with ease is the answer. I've been really impressed with these bags, and hence making this video. They've got like a roll down top, so when it's raining for like a whole day in Italy, these are like totally waterproof, and had the, as I say, all the cameras in and taking photos, and I had no worries whatsoever. I'm going to quickly show you the strap design. It's really nice. So on the front of the straps is a red toggle. You lift up to get it to say the right height, lock it, and then it's made the bag go higher. And then, so let's say I'm cycling, I'll pull it really tight, have it across my back, and then it's a nice size, so when I'm a nice position for when I'm cycling. And then when I'm ready to take pictures, let it out, and one-handed, good to go. A big thanks to Wotancraft for sending me these awesome bags. Links below if you want to check them out. Thanks for watching, and as always, a huge thanks to my awesome patrons.